It's P2L here, and I'm about to put you on to the Undead Mage build. So the first thing that you want to use is the Grim Harvest. You need the Grim Harvest melee weapon, just because for some reason it seems like it scales off a mat ability power. I don't know why. I don't think it should, but as you can see, I don't have much weapon power, but the weapon ability on this weapon still does quite a bit of damage. So it seems like the ability power is affecting it somehow. I could be wrong. Maybe it just scales how, I don't know. As for the accessories, I just went for anything that gives me a high base ability power. So as you can see, 941, 864, 861, which isn't too bad for like early game accessories, because I'm pretty sure there's some better ones out there other than the circlet, because this one is really good, but the other two is just okay. Then we're going to move on to the echoes. The echoes really don't matter too much, because if you most likely will have better echoes than I do. These echoes are just okay. I just got anything that gives me ability power and that makes me a little bit tanky. So it's nothing too crazy other than this one. This one is really important because it definitely gives you a lot more damage, and it helps out a ton when playing solo. If you had a team, then I guess you wouldn't need the damage too much, but when playing solo, you definitely need it. And then of course I got the defenses just to be more tanky, because this build will be useless if you get one-shotted. The whole point is to not die. So, and then for the abilities, the most important ability is the Savage Rate getting to level 3, because you definitely need those heals. Without those heals, the build is useless. And then this definitely helps too, just for being able to spam your abilities more often. In case you need some clutch healing, or if you just want to do more damage, it helps either way. And then lastly, for the affinity, I got this one for more damage, obviously, because it just, you're playing solo, you do want to do more damage. And this one to spam more abilities. Very important. Again, you want to be able to spam your abilities to heal back up or just to do more damage. And lastly, I got this because I wanted to use my ultimate more often, but it doesn't work as good as I thought it would. I really do think this one would be a better option just because it makes you more tanky, but it does its job. So, you know, it's pretty good. And then for the mastery, I went with latent overflow. When you get this one, just try not to spam it because it doesn't charge as fast as the two-handed weapons do. So you want to hold on to it until you're fighting like a mini boss or just a strong enemy. That way you have this increased 30% to ability power whenever you really need it. I'm at the Shrouded Woods Sphere 4, and I'm about to show y'all what I mean by the using the sword and shield, why it's so good on him. And also how you get the arcane fragments very easy with this build. So let's find an enemy. Oh, here we go. So as you can see, if I slice once and slam the ground, it's going to give me a fragment. And every time I use the fragment, it's going to increase my damage. Like if I had the one that gives me the extra defenses, that would have worked too. But instead, it's going to give me a little bit extra ult charge meter. So if you pay attention to the ult, you'll see my ult charge up as I use it. Right now I'm getting hit because I'm just trying to show you guys how it works. Not really trying to kill him. But yeah, it lets you, it makes for very good spamming of his abilities. So it ends up just looking like that. And because I pretty much have some damage, I'm still dealing damage as well as keeping myself alive. So I'm dealing damage, I got survivability. Every time I use it, it increases my damage. And it would have also increased my survivability if I didn't go for the ultimate charge. So don't make the mistake I did. Go for the survivability over the ultimate. Whenever I can reset affinity, I guess I'll show you guys how that works. But man, it works really well. Great for keeping you alive, even when you fight stronger enemies. Because I'm a little bit tanky, as long as he don't one-shot me, I should be able to put my health back up to max before he's able to kill me. Make him look easy. This is a sphere 4. Still feels easy. It feels like you don't really gotta try. As long as you got basic knowledge and can dodge some of the stronger abilities or counter, you shouldn't die. You should be able to heal yourself back up. Like I said, you can use your this radiant ability whenever you really need heals. If you do take some damage, and then just spam your abilities to get healed back up to full health. So you should just be alive any mission. It also works really good on bosses too. You aren't clearing bosses as fast as full damage build, but you still got the survivability to keep yourself alive and beat them a lot easier than dying back to back, because the glass cannon builds, they essentially just dying one hit right now. Also, if you're playing with a team, it's good too, because you know you're keeping yourself alive. You never know when your team needs to get revived or anything like that. So if you got somebody on your team that could do more damage than you can, your survivability will help, and you're still doing some damage yourself. For Beastmaster, and I'm about to show you how the build works against a boss. So yeah, I tried my best not to use the pot there, but as you can see, it definitely works. I was definitely able to keep myself healed. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the build. Let me know if anybody make it better in the comments, and P2L's out of here.